Well, being that, well, the first thing is they gotta see if Marvin even survives. That's the first thing. But if he does, they can expect lots of fun cameos, plot twists. And I know people gonna think it's gonna go one way, but the writers have done a great job spinning this whole story around. So that's.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 3. Marvin, he saves Gerald, but what's next? I want you guys to leave your predictions down below on this particular storyline. Your boy London Brown, he made a post on IG asking the fans to give their predictions on what's going to happen with Marvin and Gerald. And seeing how, Marvin saved him in the last episode, I got a funny feeling something major is going to happen down the line. So we're going to talk about that in this video. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out my last video. I dropped a video about your boy Unique. Will he stop Ronnie? I mean, that video was crazy, man. A lot of you guys like that edit that I did at the beginning of the video with the whole Michael Myers type themed out thing with Ronnie. But check it out if you have not seen it. Also, check out that Power Book 4 Force. Season 3 has finally been confirmed. Check that out. And of course, I dropped the BMF Season 3 first look, the new characters video as well. So check those videos out. Continue to keep yourself updated on all the latest news. And you already know I'm going to continue to give you guys this content. But let's talk about the topic of discussion. Uncle Marvin Season 3. Of course, in the last episode, he ended up saving Gerald. He got that text and he went to see what was going down. Of course, Gerald, looking like he relapsed, looking like he's having a major drug problem, wasn't looking too good at all. Now, a lot of fans was asking, who is Gerald? Some fans was like, man, why did they bring him back? Like, what's going on? Well, we know back in season 2, Marvin had the whole, anger management type thing with Gerald. And of course, Miss Renee, the whole group session that they had. I told you guys, which we already know, they did not like each other at first at all. But by the end of the entire group, when they completed it, they was cool as heck. You know what I'm saying? They would joke around with each other and everything really seemed good, right? But to be honest, I was not expecting Gerald to pop back up in season 3 at all. I thought that was going to be the end of his character, but no. He is here, and I believe this whole storyline is going to tie to Miss Renee because deep down inside, I believe Marvin saving him, in the last episode, I believe he was thinking about Miss Renee. He probably was thinking about like, man, what would she do? What would she want me to do? And it's crazy because we know when he's used the tools that Miss Renee taught him, it's actually worked a lot for him. It actually saved his life. We know he used the same anger management tools, deep breathing. He used that on D-Mo. And y'all saw what happened with D-Mo. D-Mo saved Marvin's life last season. Had he not, helped out D-Mo, that means Marvin probably would have got smoked by the Italians last season. But we also know once Marvin got too eager and he did not use those tools and he let his anger get the best of him, we know bad things happened, right? We saw what happened to Tony Deep Throat. That whole game plan to take her out, it did not go as planned. Had Marvin just left that alone and said, you know what? Screw it. Tony Deep Throat, she can't be trusted. I'm going to leave her alone. Even though she was a CI and all that, if Marvin would have just let that go, that means the whole thing with the Italians would have never happened, right? And that means that Miss Renee would be here. So as I told you guys, Marvin taking out Salvo Selly a few episodes back, if anybody needed to do it, it was him. Because I know deep down inside, he got to be like, man, you know what I'm saying? I should never have even did that in the first place. I should have just handled Tony Deep Throat myself, or to be honest, I probably should have just left it alone. I should have used those tools that Miss Renee taught me to get the upper hand, because when he used them, y'all saw what happened, right? But it is what it is with that. Now Marvin, he has to move forward. We saw what happened in the last episode, him helping out Gerald. To be honest with you guys, I told you, Marvin could have easily took them guys out, but he said it ain't even worth it. There's no use to taking them out, and then Gerald, he's right here. I mean, I can't have no loose ends. It is no use to catching, unnecessary bodies. So he let them guys go, just paid them off, saved Gerald. So now we get to what's going to happen next. I want y'all to let me know y'all predictions, because even though Marvin's going to help out Gerald, get him together or whatever, I got that funny feeling that this whole storyline is not going to end well. Something, is just telling me it ain't going to end well. Even though Marvin is trying to, do the good deed or whatever, I think Gerald is all messed up in the head. Him and his addiction. I would not be surprised if Marvin helping him out yields some deadly consequences. Now, if you go back to the this season trailer, we saw Marvin all angry and mad, and he was talking to somebody that was white and bald-headed. We know Gerald, he fits that description. Y'all let me know if y'all think this is Gerald. I believe it is him, and from the looks of Marvin's face, it ain't looking like he's too happy. It's looking like he's very upset, like Gerald has done something that pissed him off, and now it's time for Gerald to suffer the consequences. Now, I'm not saying Marvin's going to take him out, but I'm saying I won't be surprised if Marvin had to take him out, because Gerald maybe uses Marvin, as a leverage or whatever. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope nothing happens. I hope everything is just cool with Gerald. He recovers and him and Marvin can be all good, right? That's the easy way to think about it, right? But as I told you guys in my last video about Ronnie and Unique, good things in power don't last. It's just not going to happen. So with this storyline, I see your boy Gerald most likely getting smoked or something this bad happening to him. And it's crazy because we know Marvin, he really wants to change deep down inside. You can tell that he's getting tired of catching these bodies. He is tired of doing this dirty work, but he understands the lifestyle that he is living, so he is doing what he got to do, right? And of course, he is fixing that relationship with his daughter Jukebox, so he's trying to make sure that he's the best father possible, but this lifestyle is getting the best of him. On top of that, we got Gerald out here looking like a damn junkie, and I believe even though Marvin wants to, get him together, it ain't gonna end well. So down below, y'all leave y'all predictions on Marvin. This whole Gerald storyline, popping back up. It seems like he's going to be more than just, a friend of Marvin from last season. It seems like he's going to have a major, impact within this whole storyline. And once again, Marvin will be mentally tested. Will he use the tools that Mr. Renee gave him this time around? Or will he go back to his old ways and do what he has to do to get the job done? I mean, to be honest, Gerald may mess around and get Marvin involved into some stuff that he probably does not want to get involved in the first place. So I would not blame Marvin for dropping Gerald off if that's what he has to do. But I'm hoping that it's going to be a different type of storyline and maybe things will end up, being well. But I just don't think that's going to be the case. Now, we will continue to talk about different characters, different theories. Of course, we got to talk about Kanan because he on one this season. Y'all saw what he did to Famous last episode, smacking him. And we also know he's about to be introduced to some new characters, Snap and Pop Henry. So I want you guys to get your predictions ready for Kanan and what's going to happen next for his story. And we got to talk about your girl Rock as well eventually, because we know she got some enemies out there. The question is Rock willing to seek revenge on those enemies from the last season? Well, we're going to see soon enough. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch you on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.